Hey everybody, welcome back. In the last presentation we were talking about price elasticity of demand, and this presentation we're going to talk about other types of elasticities. They were briefly mentioned in the last presentation, but we're going to look at how to compute them. First one we're going to look at is income elasticity of demand. So this is measuring how responsive the quantity you demand is to changes in your income. So like if you get a raise, does your demand for a good change by a little bit, or does it change by a lot? So the formula for elasticity is basically still the same. If you are finding the income elasticity of demand, when you apply the power rule to the demand function, instead of taking the derivative with respect to P, now we're going to take it with respect to I. And then the second term, now instead of P over the quantity demanded, you have I, income over the quantity demanded. So we're just going to work through this example. I want you to go ahead and try this problem and put in your guess, and then I'll work through the solution. So give you a second to put that on in. Okay, so dq, so the derivative of the quantity demanded with respect to income. 50, the derivative of 50 with respect to I is just 0 because it's a constant. The derivative of negative 3p with respect to I is just 0 because when we're taking the derivative with respect to I, p is treated as a constant. So that'll drop out. And then when you apply the power rule to the last term, you just get 0.3. So dq di is just 0.3. And then we have the I over Q term, so I'm going to put income up here. And then we just plug in the demand curve that was given, 50 minus 3p plus 0.3i. Okay, so now we just plug in the information that was given in the problem for income and price. So 0.3 times 2,000 over 50 minus 3 times 5 plus 0.3 times 2,000. 0.3 times 2,000 over 50 minus 15 minus 0.3 times 2,000. Oh, whoops. I was like, oh, I got a negative number. That's not good. $635. And when you divide that, you get 3.1496. So this elasticity is positive, so I want you to think about what that means. Is this good a normal good or an inferior good? Throw that in play posit. Because the price elasticity is positive, we know it's going to be a normal good. So in this formula, back up here, the formula for elasticity, income is always going to be a positive number. The quantity demanded is going to be a positive number. So the sign of income elasticity has to do with this. If a good is normal, the amount demanded when your income goes up is always going to be more. So this is going to be positive. And it will only be negative if the good is inferior. Okay. Oh, I didn't multiply by 0.3 in the last example. So you need to take the answer I got and then multiply by 0.3. This is all the work. And then you get 0.945. So that should have been the final answer. And then we already answered this question about whether or not income elasticity will always be positive. The answer is yes, as long as it's a normal good, and no if it's an inferior good. Okay, so cross price elasticity is how responsive your demand for a good is to changes in the prices of related goods. Okay, so as we saw before, the formula is basically still the same, but now we're taking the derivative of the demand function with respect to other goods, and then the price of other goods takes the place in this piece. So go ahead and try to figure out what the cross-price elasticity is for this demand function. I'll let you put that in play posit, and then the solution will pop up here. Okay, here's the solution. When I apply the power rule to the demand function, the first two terms drop out because neither of them contain a py. And the last term, when you apply the power rule, you just get 0.5. So dq dpy is just 0.5. So then I plug that into the formula for elasticity. You get 0.5 times py over the demand function. I'm going to plug in the values given in the problem for px and py. That's what I did down here. And then just simplify and you get that the elasticity is 0.045. Okay, so another question. When you look at this demand function, are good x and good y substitutes or complements? So this is the demand function for good x. Are x and y substitutes or complements, and why? Okay, so to answer the question, you need to look at the coefficient on the price of y. So here, when the price of y goes up, your demand for x goes up. So that means that these two goods are substitutes. So when y gets more expensive, our demand for x goes up. So that means that x must be able to substitute for y. So this would be like price of Diet Pepsi goes up, so I'm going to drink more Diet Coke. Okay, so this is a lot of the work that we did on the previous slide. So the sign of cross-price elasticity, I'm going to let you go ahead and put in what you think the sign of this will tell us. Okay, so again, when we were looking at the formula for elasticity, the price of the other good y is always going to be positive. Our quantity demand is going to be positive. So again, the sign of cross-price elasticity comes down to the sign of the derivative. So this is the definition of whether the two goods are substitutes or complements. If the quantity demanded of x and the price of y move in the same direction, that would make the derivative positive. This is the definition of substitutes. So this would be like the example we just looked at. If the price of another good goes up, that means we are going to consume less of that good because of the law of demand. If I consume more of good X because of that, that means that I substituted good X for good Y. So then, obviously, if if the price of another good and the quantity of the good we're looking at move in opposite directions, that means the derivative is negative. This is true when the goods are complements. So the sign of cross-price elasticity tells us whether or not the goods are substitutes or complements. So if the cross-price elasticity is positive, that means the goods are substitutes. If the cross-price elasticity is negative, that means the two goods are complements. Okay, and that is the end. Sorry it didn't go the full 15 minutes. Hopefully you all will recover, and I'll see you in class.
should take